1 week of training camp is in the books. Friday featured our first live period of practice. Hello, I am Phil Milani. Thank you for joining us for our Broncos camp daily recap. The sprinklers might be going now, but the action was hot out on the practice fields a little bit earlier. We'll get Aric DiLalla's thoughts in just a second. But first, some news on this Friday to get to. The Broncos announced that the season opener against the Titans will be played at Empower Field at Mile High without fans.
We're going to miss them, and we're going to miss our fans in particular. They give us a great boost and advantage at home. We love playing in front of them. There's a love affair between the fans and the players and the team, and we're going to miss it. Hopefully at some point here we can keep doing the job with the COVID that we're doing in the NFL and eventually get some fans in there, hopefully.
No fans at games and no fans out here at training camp, but thankfully we can hear from Aric DiLalla, and he'll let you know what's going on here at Broncos camp. Let's bring in the big guy right now. Aric, what's going on the other side of the field?
You know, Phil, we're just having fun over here, and it was a fun day of practice. Lots of energy out there.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. What did you see from the team out there on Friday?
Yeah, Phil, the offense started a little bit slow, I thought. A lot of pass breakups, not a lot of completions. You know, the runs weren't really going anywhere, and in part that was because of the play of Justin Simmons and Kareem Jackson. I thought maybe it was the best day by the safety duo yet. Kareem had several tackles for loss. Justin Simmons had an interception and a couple pass breakups. They looked really good, and the defense was kind of having its way early. And then toward the end of practice, Phil, they went into a move the ball, hurry up type period, then some short yardage and goal line stuff where they were live, so they were tackling to the ground. And at that point, the offense looked much better. Vic Fangio said they got the best of the defense in those periods.
Yeah, the first live period that we've seen throughout training camp so far. And you think they'll do some more of that, especially with no preseason games, Aric?
Yeah, I think that would make sense, and you've got to be careful with this, right, Phil, because you don't want to do too much and have somebody get hurt. It looked like the first team was going against the second team during these drills, so maybe it's a situation where you're trying to make sure that a couple of starters don't get hurt on the same play, but you do need to do more of it, and maybe it extends, Phil, even to special teams. I mean, can you see who's going to be able to run down and tackle a punt returner, or do you keep it to these goal line, these short yardage situations? Regardless of Vic Fangio's choice there, I do think we should see a little bit more of that.
Yeah, I'd say so too. We all know that Vic Fangio is a defensive-minded head coach. He was asked, hey, do you pull for that side of the ball during practice?
Well, I am calling the defenses out there. So that should answer that question. But, you know, if I see good play by our offense beating us, you know, it does warm my heart a little bit. But, yeah, when we're out in the field, you're competing. You want to win every play, every drill. And if you don't have that mentality on either side of the ball, then you're just wasting your time out in practice. You're just going through the motions. So these guys want to win every play, hopefully, in every drill.
He wants to see competition out on the field, but how about competition amongst Broncos media? It's raging on between Aric DiLalla and Sidney Jones.
Phil, who's Aric DiLalla?
Oh, I like it. Okay, I like it. Sidney, all kidding aside, though, you know, one of the guys who really brings it out on the field every practice is Elijah Wilkinson. You know, they've asked him to play a little bit of left tackle, go back to right tackle, and, you know, he's really a versatile tool for this offensive line.
Yeah, Phil, he definitely is. When he spoke with the media today, he said he's trained at pretty much any position except center, so he really is versatile when it comes to offensive line. You know, last year he got a lot of time playing at right tackle, so he's ready to go there as well. A lot of people think that offensive line is a question mark, but it really isn't. He's eager to prove that he's ready to get back out there and pick up where he left off last year. And going up against Von Miller and Bradley Chubb's only going to make him better throughout training camp.
Yeah, he has probably the hardest job of anybody out there because he sees Von Miller on a daily basis. But, you know, he says that doesn't change his mindset when he walks out onto the practice field.
You can't be like, oh, you know, he's Von Miller, like, or, oh, he's Bradley Chubb. Like, he's number 58, and I'm going to hit him. Like, you know, it's not, you know, I'm not going out there, like, being you know, soft-setting or being scared to go out there. You know, you kick out there and you hit him. You know, he's the same. He puts his pants on just like I do. So, puts his pads and helmet on just like I do. So, you know, when you have a guy like that, you know, you kind of you he's number 58.
We'll wrap things up like we usually do with a bit of injury news. Elijah Wilkinson himself missed the end of practice with an ankle injury, but he said he's going to be just fine. As for Todd Davis, Vic Fangio after practice said that he'll be out at least a week with a calf injury. Different calf than last year and not as serious as last year. As for Von Miller and Melvin Gordon, they're day-to-day. The Broncos a much-needed day off tomorrow, but they'll be back on Sunday, as will we. That's going to do it for us. For Aric, DiLalla, and Sidney Jones, I'm Phil Milani. Thanks for watching our Broncos Camp Daily Recap.